everybody, and welcome back to the Attach Pass podcast. And today is episode number 13.
We always mistake this.
Okay. And today is it's an episode actually to discuss regarding the next format, alright?
Yes.
If you guys interested to know more a little bit about what is post rotation, alright? What is the hot topic, the hot cards, the hot decks? Tune into the previous episodes, okay?
So we're going to talk about the hot decks.
Today, we talk a lot more in depth. Today is all about the ultimate tier list. Okay, we are bringing the tier list. I think it's a very important discussion that we need to have. Okay.
Yep.
But before like the last time I got too excited, right? This time, no. I remember already.
We have to introduce the top players and
exactly. So I am Armani. Okay, your host for today again because. He looks like he wants to talk a lot more lah. Alright. And we have, of course, you.
Okay, I am Aaron.
Okay, and then
I'm Athavan.
Right,
And Syahmi.
Yeah.
No more extra title. Extra title are for new people.
Yeah.
We already talked about the last few episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the introductions, can always tune into the first few episodes.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So today, for the tier list, I think we need to let the audience know. Okay, what is the definition of our tier list? We are going to use alphabets. Okay. For example, our number one will be tier S. Alright. Or normally, when it comes to numbers, right, they always put tier S and 0 the same level.
Correct.
Above number 1. Example. Okay. So tier S. Okay. And then we have tier A, tier B, tier C, tier
Don't play this. I think they should be seeing it on the screen already.
Correct. Yeah. So let's discuss first, right? What do we mean by tier S? Anybody?
Okay. So probably tier S are the decks that whenever you play, it's probably a good meta call.
Okay.
Basically, you go into a tournament, you play this deck, you probably have a higher chance to get like first place or at least a top 4 or top 8, depending on your skill level lah. But granted, we must understand for the global audience out there, because I know we do have global audiences. Thank you so much for tuning in. Is that our format here in Malaysia is best of 1.
Best of 1.
So
correct.
decks like Dragonhawk might be rated slightly lower than what you may think in overseas in best of 3 formats. You see. So with this in mind, our consideration for today is purely on
Best of 1.
best of 1. Exactly.
Yeah.
So tier S is probably a deck that you bring in, and you should have a high win percentage lah.
Correct.
Over
High probability
50%.
on it.
Right. Okay. So high win rate. Right.
Correct.
Yourself. What is the definition of tier S?
Well, basically, tier S, it's a deck that you don't have to really think much on it.
Okay.
Because you already seen so much of plays in other metas already. I mean, basically, any tournaments you'll see that again and again and again.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is learn the basics, and you just bring it in, and it's gonna do its job.
Okay. So basically, a deck that does its own job lah.
Yes, correct.
All right. And then. What is tier S for you?
Tier S is a consistent deck, and what Athavan said lah, I mean, it's easy to pilot, and I think it's strong.
It's strong.
Without like people tag for it. Like people want to tag for this tier S deck to beat the deck. Yeah.
So in short, I can say tier S are the decks to beat.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So when we go into a tournament, I think for the audience to consider, you need to know the tier S decks. Okay. Shall we start with? Before we start, actually, we need to discuss a little bit more lah. What is tier A?
Tier A is basically not tier S lor.
Basically, tier A is the counter decks for tier S also.
Yeah.
No lah, in a way, because sometimes maybe some lower tier decks. Okay, we just put it this way: whatever is not tier S is ranked by 1 on a scale of C to A. Okay. We will put C as the decks that you may consider as fringe decks.
Yeah.
B as in like a consistent deck, but it may not beat some tier S decks.
Okay.
Tier A is just generally good, but it's having a lower win rate per se over the tier S. Don't play this is literally please don't play it. You are literally burning 40 ringgit, or UBL is what?
85 ringgit.
Yeah. So 85 ringgit to get. Okay lah. I mean, you have fun your own way lah. Right now, I start to notice that people are having fun in their own way. So let it be
A lot of funky
Alright,
decks,
okay.
actually.
So we will choose the decks in no particular order. I will follow my heart. Okay, and we have the esteemed panelists to give their opinion.
I think the best one to rule it out, right? Because for the general audience as well, it's Dragapult. I think we just get it out of the way. Dragapult to us, what do you think so? So if you can see the screen, I think Palpno, I think it's still tier S.
Yes.
Ideally, the Dusknoir version does provide reach.
I think the most popular version. Yeah, because you have the spillover from the previous format. So
A rotation doesn't even get that deck out.
but the playstyle changes though.
Counter catcher is a very big hit.
Yes, it's a
And
big hit.
Luminous actually.
I don't know. Actually, counter catcher and Iono.
Iono,
That two is
yes,
the biggest. Yeah.
Actually, maybe we should give some context.
Yeah.
Like for us, right, the moment the set Perfect Order is out, we have been starting to play
Yeah,
test
we've
already.
been playtesting since I think quite some time ago. Already,
Yeah, easily around, I would say 200 plus games already.
I think throughout the end of the GBL season 3, we already
Start
whatever
playing
with the
already,
GBL,
yeah.
we start playing Post Rotation
I
already,
think
right?
most of player chasing GBL they already play test.
Yeah.
Because when I come to the shop for the GBL, they already play test.
Post Rotation,
yes, correct.
Yeah, right.
Also, Shaymin himself, the moment Perfect Order was released on TCG Live, he grinded.
I think he's already Arceus right now. Arceus right now? He's Arceus already.
Arceus, if anything. So do trust us to a certain extent.
Yeah.
In terms of our playtest numbers, and
Yeah.
of course, we try not to meta manipulate here, lah.
Yeah,
So what we actually say here on the channel is truthful and general.
Of course, we also do have some guidelines. For example, like we do refer to the results at Japan.
Yep.
Right, not only
Yeah.
Japan, actually our fellows in Hong Kong, Taiwan, because I believe that they are already playing the post rotation.
Correct. Yes.
But also to keep in mind that some of these countries, they already are actually one set ahead. So we take a little bit step at the back a bit.
Yes.
Okay, we see results as 8 March before
Yes,
8
correct,
March.
correct.
Hong Kong,
That's right.
Hong Kong is still playing our format.
Yeah, so those are actually cards from all the way until Perfect Order lah.
Yes.
So it's more relevant to our Ultra Ball League and our Master Ball League as
Correct.
well. Okay, so we have our first tier S deck, which is Dragapult Dusknoir.
Yep.
What will be the second deck? What is your opinion?
FR box.
No, okay. So actually, right, why don't we just go through all the Draga variants first?
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay, since we are on the topic of Dragapult, the main reason why Dragapult is strong is you've been playing Dragapult a lot.
Yeah,
So probably you can explain this.
I think Dragapult is strong because the attack is just absurd. 200 damage and then 6 damage counters in any way you like. You can have a lot of power spike turn to take multiple prizes. And with Dusknoir, the one that we just spoke just now, you can actually manipulate those damage pretty well. So it's a very efficient attacker as well.
Right.
So that is the strength of the deck.
But I think you're missing out the key part as to like why Dragapult is strong to begin with. In a format with very little draw supports, in a format with very little deck searching, Dragapult with Draclope's recon directive ability, they are able to go through the deck
The
and
beautiful
find
Draclopes, how can I forget about that?
and to find the
New
specific pieces lah for
Yeah.
them to combo per se.
It makes the deck consistent.
Yeah.
Correct.
Less prone to unfair stamp lah.
Okay, so then that means let's talk about all the Dragapult decks.
Yes,
yes,
Okay.
correct.
So next one, I would say also, can we just put all of them up here?
I think just
I mean, we
thinking,
can bring
because
it.
the thing is, okay, for example, the straight Dusknoir, actually because
Straight out, you mean?
straight part lah.
Straight out there.
Dragapult with the Munkidori, I think it's weaker a bit than Dusknoir because one advantage Dusknoir over without Dusknoir is with Dusknoir you can clear board, you can clear shut down their attacker.
Correct.
Like where actually I win this game. But
really
for Dragapult straight, like you cannot clear board, so this one is lower a bit. I think.
The checkmate mechanism.
They can check mechanism.
But wouldn't you argue straight out is more consistent than
Not really, because the space probably like 4 cards or 5 cards, but there's nothing card that improve consistency even in these 5 cards.
We notice the extra spaces, they actually add tag cards.
They're more tech card.
they tag into like Psyduck and Shaymin.
Psyduck, Shaymin,
For against the Dragapult,
Correct,
Dusknoir matchups.
Also play like probably heavy Clefairy, play 2 number of Clefairy.
They try to
heavy number of Crispin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good point lah.
Correct.
Okay. The next Dragapult deck will be Dragon.
Yes.
Dragon,
Blaze
yes.
Poop.
I think it's Dragon.
Lazy Pult.
Dragon with chicken.
Dragon Chicken.
I love the deck lah. Basically,
It's
speaking.
really good.
I think it's easily tier A.
Tier A for now. We can play
Tier
for now. For now,
I think
yeah.
it's tier A because it struggles against some of the decks on the
Yes,
list lah.
correct.
But very similar to Dragazak back then.
I miss
Correct.
Charizard.
Yes.
So they take the energy attachment aspect out of the deck itself, right? With Blaziken, so similar to Gadi. So one strong reason why Gadi is so strong in the format is because of the ability to not charge from the hand.
Yep.
Yeah. So with Blaziken itself, you can play Flex with Clefairy, etc.
Correct, yes.
And play less Crispin. They probably go down to one Crispin.
You basically could play other supporter while having a charge.
Right.
Already.
I agree tier A because same as the straight Dragapult is weaker a bit from the Dusknoir line.
Okay.
Because for example versus Zoroark, you cannot hit onto Zoroark.
I think it's above Shape Out. I think
It's straight above
it's
Shape
better
Out,
than
but
Shape
yeah.
Out.
better than
yes.
Shape Out behind. Oh, oops.
Yeah, no,
Little like he was right. Imagine it's better than others. Then
correct.
But I think one thing that we need to discuss about why Dragaken is so good, right? It's because of the fire coverage.
Yes.
So later on in this list, we do discuss the next. I think we can go into the next one, which is the grass decks in general.
Yes, correct.
And basically hits for weakness compared to other Dragapult.
And it hits the number that needed for Megas.
Yeah, 200 is. I think anything
400 on a
400
Pokemon is
dead
just
lah.
too much.
Yeah.
Unless the Venusaur has.
And the energy, I think the energy acceleration is the core lah. Because the thing is right now, all these Dragapult need Crispin right now. Right now, if you play Blaziken, you can cut the number of Crispin.
Actually, you can then
and you
attach to Munkidori, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can attach to Munkidori.
You can discard energy more aggressively.
Correct, with
because you
Ultra
know-
Ball, yeah.
One thing I've learned is that it's attached anywhere. It's not like Gadi attached.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's similar to Gadi, like it's attached anywhere. Any energy.
Correct.
Any basic energy.
That's the power of Dragonken. Okay. Alright, so now we already have the Dragapult decks out of the way. Enough with Dragapults, okay? It's I think it's the pest lah in the format, right? Everyone wants to beat it, right? So sad, because I love Dragapult. I invest in Dragapult. Okay, anyway, besides the point, right? Okay, now we go to the next deck, which
Are
is
you a
the
vendor?
grass.
Are you a vendor? Recently got a lot of this vendor news buy at 70%.
Moving on to Alakazam. Moving on to Alakazam.
Alakazam,
Okay, where is Alakazam?
I think it's
I
tier
think
S.
right now tier S lah because they recently won a Champions League lah.
I think Alakazam dies to itself. I think it's like a tier A deck maybe.
Looks like we have a
I mean, because right now the list is consistent, right? Because you play 4 Dawn for Hilda.
Yes.
One Lana
with the
three
telepathic
balls.
energy also.
And
yes,
the draw power for the deck is just insane.
Yes, I understand. But the thing is, it might just lose to itself. I mean,
It used to itself.
it loses to itself, correct? It's like Greninja Break
Yes.
from back in the day. Greninja Break is like a tier A deck also. It's not a tier S deck. So I'm basing it off that lah.
I played a lot of Alakazam also because currently in this format, Alakazam is my opium deck. But for fun, I just want to play, and I actually agree with Aaron that it dies to itself. Like a lot of times, I think countless time I complain to Athavan, I'll be like, "Where's my red candy? Where's my red candy?"
That deck needs a lot of practice because if you're going to bring it to a best of one format, you need to
You have to shuffle
understand.
fast.
Yes, the time for this deck is when I first played it. The number of shuffling you gotta do. is gonna
After
consume
I
that
play
time.
one time, I'm tired.
Will it be prone to DGL? I think so, right? Because the amount of shuffling.
Without experience, yes,
But
definitely.
actually, I think if let's just say against one prizer decks, you generally don't DGL. But against other decks like those that can heal, especially, or either like Grim, Frost Last decks, like you worse, bro. Frost Last decks, they are already putting out damage for themselves. Takes time. You need to do your thing. Takes more time.
That's right.
For Alakazam, actually, the sequencing also very important. So for new players, you have to really practice your sequencing. The moment you mess up a little bit,
One of it,
you might like need this one attachment, and that will cost you that extra damage you need to go over the line. So a lot of practice is needed. But then again, do you think it's tier S or tier A right now? Because we have a 2 and 2.
I
Honestly,
personally
I think
feel like because of the winning and everything, if it's in the right hand, it can be different.
Yes,
But if generally speaking, to adapt the deck is a tier A.
Yeah.
I think in general it's a tier A deck.
Yeah.
Because
Because a few number of players gonna pilot it.
I guess
and
you
make it
can
perfect.
call it tier A lah. I mean, probably he won Champions League because nobody
But not
prepared for it.
Yeah, correct.
Not
Yeah.
a deck to sleep on, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think you shouldn't underestimate Alakazam. And normally Alakazam players, if they bring it to a tournament, you must expect that they already practice a lot. For them to bring to a tournament, they are confident.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
One tip for Alakazam players, right? If you are scared your opponent are playing unfair stand and you're going into an unfair stand turn, please just put the dance pass into play.
Oh,
So-
they are playing also Genesect also, right?
Some
Some
Some list.
list,
list,
right,
but it's
yeah.
inconsistent.
But
So, you don't want
the
to
Champions
increase-
League winner playing Airy.
Airy,
So the
yeah.
turn where you can predict your opponent when to play the unfair time, you just airy them.
Yeah, but since most players don't play that, they can just play.
Genesect and the unfair time lah.
I think,
Just-
actually, talking about this Genesect is a very interesting one because I just went through Azul's channel just now. Instead of Balloon, alright, they play with Lucky Helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a 2-in-1. Not only you can place it at Genesect, you can place it at Alakazam also. So that when it dies, you get the extra two cards.
Yeah.
Thanks also lah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
something to consider lah.
But
Okay.
the deck is if you run hot, even
You
if
run
you're a
hot.
new player,
Yeah.
you will get first place.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Definitely.
Very, very, very
You
easily.
just need to accept lah, huh?
I think
Team Rocket a bit hard lah, huh? That's all.
I think the next. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Team Rocket almost to auto loss,
Yeah.
hard.
It's doable, but hard. I tried.
I think it's not doable.
It's not doable.
It's not doable.
Nah,
It's not
I don't think so.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Probably it's
One
a good segue
article,
to another chunk of the meta.
Hmm.
Mask Ogopon is one of the very, very important cards right now,
Yep.
especially if like unfair time as well. Those are the meta of all meta cards, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So when we talk about Mask Ogopon, we do have multiple Mask
Multiple,
Yes.
right? But then I think let's first talk about the one that almost crowned as the champion in the recent Champions League Fukuoka,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is the Arboliva.
Yeah,
Venusaur.
Arboliva. Arboliva number 2.
No, that one
second,
is
right?
new
That one-
format.
Last week
Ah.
last 2 week. The
Yeah.
Fukuoka, yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it here first and then let you all discuss.
Okay, so we now so basically now we talk about Tuna's decks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I think I cannot say that on my channel.
He have a nickname for it.
I have a nickname
But
for Arboliva.
I believe it's Arboliva, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Arboliva, yes.
It's
correct.
olive Pokemon, yeah.
It's a olive Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like to eat olive?
Yes.
Yeah, olive Arbo.
Yeah, I think we can agree it's a tier 1.
It's a
Yeah.
tier A deck lah.
Why is it a tier A deck?
Because it can snipe
122.
on turn 2, you can snipe like
Two Pokemon.
if Pokemon like play no Shaymin,
Yep.
like basically Arboliva just destroy.
Basically,
That's
that deck is also one of the reason why it was so popular because it was countering
Dragapult.
Dragapult.
Dragapult, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so-
stage 2 decks in general.
Yeah, so they can just snipe Voodoo and Duskull, or they can just go for 2 Duskull plays. So it's just too good for it.
I would say that Arboliva is more towards like a early game deck. Okay, whereby you just spawn camp people. Spawn camp being that if let's just say your opponent is playing a stage 2 deck, right, they can't really evolve. So I'm talking about like even Alakazam, right? If they don't get Shaymin turn 1, they are more or less dead lah.
Yeah.
Okay, two Abras easily
Oh,
gone.
yeah, they're gone.
And then from there, if you're taking 2, right, you are more or less
Gone. Yeah.
But I think in this deck, the one that make it work also is not only the Tailmask but Meganium.
Yes.
Meganium
It's just
I mean
that.
when you're talking about grass decks, right? Let's talk about grass decks for a bit.
Okay.
What are the engine and
Yep.
what about the things that make it work? So forest, Meganium, and Filmas.
Yep.
These are the literal
Combo.
3 things. So like if we segue to another deck later on, it's the same thing.
Right,
It's just a
right.
different
Which is
attacker.
Venusaur. We go
Yeah.
next.
Let's go next. Venusaur. I think is here.
I think it's solid. Okay.
That's a tier.
No. I cannot judge, right? I'm hosting, right? So where shall it be?
I think it's a tier S.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I don't think it's a tier F.
Or do you think it's a tier A?
I think it's solid tier B.
Tier B?
Yes, and trust me, I
my-
played a lot of Megasaur.
My instinct correct lah.
I mean, yeah, you have been playing Megasaur way more
I've been
than all
playing
of us.
Megasaur lah. I'm talking about like easily almost 100 games
Yep.
with the deck lah. Megasaur does wonders, but then again, if you don't get Megasaur out like turn 3, and then okay, so Megasaur either this grass decks, right? Megasaur itself as well with Meganium.
Yep.
Okay, you want them ideally on turn 2, then you more or less beat everything in your format. But if you are not having that, it's very struggling. So the decks that you auto lose to, like Cerulege, right? Even if you get like Gigas, there are ways to play. There are ways to win with Megasaur. However, for the consistency wise, although they play 4 catcher, 4
catcher.
Bug catcher.
4 bug
Bug
catcher,
catcher.
4 bug catcher, and like 2 to 3 Pokepad for Ultra Ball, and Dawns, Lilies. You still may not be able to get there because of the stadium. You can't even play Forest. It's not as easy. But some lists do play Celebi lah. I think if you play Celebi, it's much more smooth. But with the format right now, you want to go first.
Yes,
So
correct.
it might be a little bit difficult. But Venusaur is a beat stick, I would say.
Your opinion?
I say it. Okay, AK Aaron said probably having consistency. I do agree that, but I think when you got set up like turn 2, turn 3, I think it's still fine. I think will be A lah. Because right now I see the list with the Venusaur partner with Mega Meganium lah. They play like the 3-3-2-1 line, right?
Correct.
I think that one is better lah. I mean, even though you set up by turn 3 and you play like 2 Wally in the deck, I mean, nobody can touch Meganium.
And I personally have seen Kang actually even under Voodoo Law, all it takes is one lock,
One turn.
gone, and he sets it
Pop
up back
off.
and just
Right.
So that is Venusaur. Venusaur is like that. When you play a Forest deck, right? Oh, I nearly said Forest or Giant Blood. My God. But what Vitality Forest?
Yes.
Is it?
Forest of Vitality.
Forest of Vitality.
Okay, so if you play decks like this, right? From their board having nothing, their board can just have everything.
Correct.
We will. Okay, some of the auto win matchups for Venusaur so far in the list, I would say it's not auto win, but you have a favorable matchup to Dust, like the Dragon Ball decks. Not exactly Blaziken, but
they put Blaziken because to counter this deck.
Correct. So like grass, we are hitting into weaknesses, right?
Yes,
we want to hit the grass weakness. So another popular deck is like last time we have Mega AK, right? So like Absol, Kangaskhan, Zoroark. So those are what we are targeting for. You also have a favorable matchup with like Clefairy because they can't really one-shot you.
And just Wally.
And you just Wally. Some days even go up to like 2 Wallies.
Yes.
My goodness, disgusting. Okay, so tier B or tier A? Decider will be, can this Megasaur beat everything in tier A or not?
Honestly, only Blaziken is going to be a hard matchup, and of course Alakazam.
The rest macam yes lah.
Alakazam, I think is so. Like I think it's 50-50.
Yeah. Okay, if you're comparing with the current tier A and tier B, I mean tier A and tier S, then I think it's tier B.
Okay, let's just leave it there first.
Yes,
leave it there first.
We can always change right later. Okay, alright.
Yeah,
Let's go on to the next deck right here.
I think another Ogapon deck lah, Clefairy.
Ogapon lah, Clefairy.
Yeah, because Clefairy nowadays people play with. We call it a Clefairy slot box.
Slot box. Why slot?
Slot is just it's just a mixture of a lot of basic.
Mix of everything.
Mixtures of stuff lah.
I think back in nowadays we call it as big basic.
Big basic.
Big basic,
Big basic
correct.
counter box deck.
Yes, correct. Because the core is still Mass Ogapon for sure. Mega Kangaskhan, EX,
Energy switch.
the Lily Clefairy, Lily, and also some might play like the water pond.
Yes.
Correct.
And probably play like 2-2 or 1-1 Megalopani EX. To the counter.
Yes, or other decks also.
The decks. And they also might also have one, what is it called? Raging Bolt for like to one-shot thing.
What makes the deck so imba is right now the Lily's Pearl.
The Lily's Pearl.
That's what makes the deck really good actually because it's one prizer.
Right. Exactly.
And you charge up so easily.
And normally people didn't play two scraper nowadays.
Or jamming tower much also.
Right. So do we move this or we just leave it like that lah? Okay, so now to just let you guys know lah. Okay, I'm just gonna put the decks at the respective tier, but in no particular order. Okay, until maybe later we will change the order lah. Okay. So another talking about, because you mentioned Raging Bolt just now, so we can call it another kind of a slot box because it still have the same core.
Core,
and it's a Teal Mask as well.
It's a Teal Mask deck, okay.
And so you just swap the number like you heavy Clefairy into heavy Raging Bolt, and you still play one Clefairy as well.
Which is your choice?
I think in Malaysia, I would say Raging Bolt is close to tier S, closer to tier S than anything. Just because we are in the best of one format.
Looks like Armani's favorite decks are the one getting into TLS right now.
but there's a very solid reason for this lah. When you are playing so much deck search, like Ultra Balls, Tera Ops, sometimes even if you play Mega Signal, Pokepads, if you play the Noctowl version, the higher consistent you are, the better lah.
Yes, correct.
And both can do easily 210 in turn 2 going second.
And
it's very easy.
I think something to consider also because boat has a higher HP compared to the other big basic slot box, which is a 240. So actually it's forcing the top deck, which is Dragapult, to pop the Dusknoir. Yeah. So if there is no Dusknoir, no Duskull set up, actually Regibolt can be in a position where almost like a checkmate position. Considering now no more Iono.
Correct. Iono is very detrimental to Raging Bolt. Catcher also. But of course we lost Mew. Sadness.
You know what's my
give and take.
You know what's the card that I miss the most in Raging Bolt?
No, it's Nestball.
Yes, Nestball. But Ditto also lah.
Ditto
also lah.
I think Ditto lah, because if you play, because right now people, I think the Raging Bolt without the Noctowl is the best one. With the Noctowl, I think it's not that good without Ditto. I think if you play the slot box version, like with the Mega Kang, I think it's better. Because right now, if you play Mega Kang, you can play with the Chen Pao, right? You can take out the liability that game.
And actually, all you need is just Meowth, Crispin, Meowth, Boss, Meowth, Crispin, whatever.
And you just
win game. Okay, so now let's move on to another deck. Okay, enough with all these Auger Pawns.
Last one, Mega AK.
Mega Absol Kang
also is a one there. I almost forget that. Okay, where's Mega AK right now?
I think Tier B.
I think Tier B lah,
right now.
Even though
see in the list so many grass decks,
Yes, exactly.
Right. So
I think even though he won Fukuoka Champions League, but I think it's just
opponent luck set.
I think just lucky lah the one, because when we play test it, I don't think it's that good lah, If it to all the grass deck, if it to all the one prizer, I don't know.
Unless you turn one claw,
I think that happened. That happened, and that's how it won the Champions League. Right. Okay. So
by starting Absol without going too aggro on
absolutely garbage.
It's gone. The moment they open an Ogre Pond in front of you, and you're gonna be like,
You know, a fun story. We just have a good friend of ours just built the deck. Immediately within 3 hours, he decided to change deck.
Yes.
Our dear hybrid.
He wasn't even playing against grass. That's the best part.
The time we were playtesting at the coffee there.
Correct.
Yes. He wasn't even testing against a grass, and it still wasn't performing as it should.
But I mean, with all due respect, it's still a strong deck, right? It has its plus points of like hand control. You can either Zero Sick and then Claw of Darkness.
Unfair Stamp.
Unfair Stamp, Claw of Darkness. But again, Nestball, the loss of Nestball is huge for the deck. Correct. So I think the fact that if let's say the trolley version, which made the deck very consistent, now you have to change to Unfair Stamp.
Also lose the charm. What is it called?
Bravery Charm.
Bravery Charm. Because on that 280 is easily hit by the Clefairy.
Yes.
Actually,
280, right? For the audience to get a bit of an idea. So full bench 8 plus 5 Clefairy plus 20 is 280, right?
280,
okay. So let's move on to the next deck. Okay, we're enough with the Mega AK deck.
I think we should find something that
Ogre Pond. I think this
beats the Ogre Pond.
The Tera Box got Ogre Pond, bro.
This one?
No. Tera Box.
No, Tera Box. The Tera Box. You see the water pond with the Noctowl.
That one. Yes.
Segue into the Noctowl decks.
Okay, this one. Where do we
Noctowl decks are all Tier B.
I think Tier B lah. I think.
Just put all the Noctowl decks.
I think all the Noctowl without the Ditto.
The Kangaskhan Booth. These three is a Tier B lah. Noctowl decks are Tier B.
Why?
Ditto.
They lose consistent lah.
Tera Box relies on. I mean, right now they have Tera Op. But Ditto sucks.
But they don't play like heavy Tera Ops, like maybe 1-2 Tera Ops.
You have to commit.
I think the biggest hit is the Nestball, because now the deck actually have like 3 different things to search different things.
Correct.
Right. So I think that's the biggest hit lah. But then
Ball can search for everything.
Other than that, okay.
Play Master Ball.
The cards in Tera Box are too crucial to just discard.
Play Master Ball.
Now we play dashball. We gamble.
Dashball.
We
Pokeball lah, Pokeball.
Pokeball.
Flip coin.
Yes, that's the best.
Yeah, the best.
Oh my god, talk about flip coin, giving me capturing aroma vibes. Okay, so
Flareon box.
now in terms of the order lah, since we put all of this to tier B, right, we need to give each deck respect also.
Yeah.
Okay, now
I think this order is perfect.
perfect.
Yeah, I think still okay lah. Yeah.
Oh, perfect order.
Perfect
Perfect
order.
order.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
Water pond because water pond.
Yeah.
Tera,
Tera
I would say
EV box.
Tera box itself, it has water pond. Got
Pikachu.
Terabagos as
Yes.
a big attacker. Pikachu for 330.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with light box also, I mean the light ball also you
Yeah.
can hit up to 350
350,
lah.
yeah.
Then you have Flareon.
Flareon
is
was
for
really
winners.
fun, honestly, because I was playing for a while. But again, the problem is
Setting up.
if you don't set up properly, or if they go for your only Ogopon Terra and you don't have your Leafeon, Flareon, or
Or your
Espeon,
Peons,
Yep.
you're gone. Your Noctols
Your
are just
Terra
gonna
Mons,
sit. Yeah, it's
Your
gonna
Terra
just sit
Mons,
right there. Yeah,
Understand?
basically.
Understand?
And the HP for EV is a big problem. 50,
right? Oh,
50 HP. Yeah, you know, if you want to go for EV EX, I think later on there'll be a deck that is going to be a hard counter for the deck
I think
in
EV is
fighting.
better lah, but the Arboliva also is quite good.
Yes, correct.
The deck
Yeah.
itself is going for weakness. It's a weakness deck.
Mm.
So they play like Leafeon, Leafeon for the
Zoroark and Absol.
Fire, Flareon for the grass decks. Then they play Espeon or Sylveon plus Clefairy for Dragapult decks.
Yeah, I saw this guy.
And
Was Agate. It was brilliant.
Yes.
I think one more the deck because we put it tier B because all is white Pokemon, which is weak to
Week 2.
Rocket Watchtower.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
You have to remember, I think almost every deck I saw people gonna put 1 or 2 Rocket Watchtower because
They play Unfast Time.
Yeah,
Unfast them
Unfast.
Watchtower.
yeah, Watchtower
So
because
hard. Yes,
first of
it's
all
gone.
this Watchtower because actually to counter the Alakazam
Yep.
because they have the dance part, right?
yes,
And this deck is effective, right?
Not only
Yes.
that, I think the most important card to counter is Meowth.
Yeah.
Right, the Watchtower,
Meow.
they shut down Meowth. Okay,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
why they
Unfast
put
Time
it
into
back.
Meow. They
Correct.
cannot Meow.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
okay, so this is the
That's why you put in tier B lah.
they
Yes,
call it
correct.
the crossfire lah.
Correct,
Right,
yeah.
safe to say, huh?
One stadium to rule.
Also they also this 3 deck cannot Noctowl deck cannot play Unfast Time. They have to play the tools. What is it? The crystal.
Yeah.
Sparkling crystal.
Sparkling
Yes,
crystal,
correct.
yeah.
To make it the most effective.
So they don't have any disruptor. I think
At most judge lah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Judge, if you're judging, you're not playing Crispin.
Yeah.
not play crispy
So it
damn.
sucks.
Because the thing is, their deck is not that aggressive. Usually the deck the aggressive that doesn't need to play Unfast Time. For example, like
Correct.
Raging Bull, Alakazam, they don't need because they are aggressive deck.
Yeah.
But then these two are we call
Not
it mid
really
range.
aggressive,
It's
yeah.
a mid range deck.
Mid-range and
Ah.
responsive to
Correct.
what opponent is
And
doing.
they don't disrupt people. It's a bit hard.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
They have like even for Flareon, you can charge to other mons, right? But if you're gonna be shut down and get Unfast them, your Noctowls is just gonna sit there.
Correct.
It's gone. Actually,
It's
it
gone,
doesn't make
Okay,
any progress.
let's now
actually.
move on to the next deck, which I think is quite popular in I think these days because of the release of Zekrom. Okay, and Zoroark.
Yes.
Actually, where shall I place this?
Solid, I think it's tier A.
I think
so
A,
tier
yeah.
Tier A. Now,
But I
It's
think
consistent.
it's consistent, but actually it is weak to all the grass. You see all the
You
all
can't even
the-
play against
yeah.
Arboliva, man.
That's why I said
Arboliva can't even
it
one
could
shot
be-
save
Kills
you.
it off.
It could be tier B, but I don't know because it's weak to grass. Like there's a lot of good grass deck. Like
If you're going to a meta full of Dragapult,
maybe for some context, we don't know UBL yet because
Yeah.
we haven't played UBL.
Yeah.
like
But maybe during MBL we can update the tier list.
Yeah,
correct,
Yeah,
yes.
one after that.
that's true.
yeah. But again, for Zoroark, all they need to do is take the first two.
correct, yes.
And then you do the exchange because for even let's say for other decks right here in front here, right, the HP is actually reachable for Zoroark.
Correct.
Right, and then right now with its own consistency, it may be able to reach those kind of
Yeah,
Correct, yes.
Zoroark just PP up, boss
Correct.
for a game.
Yeah.
And Zoroark favorable versus Dragapult. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
that's
if
the main
Dragapult
thing,
does now, no, it's still favorable
Mid
because
basic also is decently favorable.
It's favorable.
50-50 lah.
All thanks to
50-50,
Zekrom.
yes,
Yes,
correct.
correct. Zekrom is
Mm,
Zekrom made the deck just
Yeah.
go up actually.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next deck right
Dino
here.
Megasaur. 1,000,000%.
No, go Lucario lah.
Lucario,
Lucario I think TS lah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Why?
I mean, so far it just.
Bro, all the Dragon Pop play Clefairy, bro.
True,
Not
but
all.
Then the
but
Clefairy
no.
also play Clefairy.
so we were saying,
If you go like
if
that,
it's a Clefairy box, yes, it annihilates the Lucario
Yeah, but
box.
Dragon Pop plays Clefairy.
Yes, but there is a way.
there's a way to play.
And
Yeah.
we will play the thing.
Yeah.
I came up with a way because
It's
we're playing so
50-50.
much
It's
with
not
it.
auto loss actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Because
you
it
need
just-
to do the moment Lucario can rush to take the first 2 prize. After that, all you need to do is Hariyama, and there's another 2 prize,
Correct.
and you just
I
set up,
see.
and then you just go for a
One prize
Riolu without evolving.
Wow, this is a masterclass right
Okay.
there for the
Yeah.
Lucario fans.
How about the Tera decks that plays Clefairy?
Even so, because
Which Tera?
if they want to charge, yes, you go for 2 still.
Okay.
And right
because
now-
they go 3, and then they have to go for 1 because you're not going to evolve unless if you were to start with Pheasant, then that's bad for you.
And some list doesn't play Pheasant Moon. Yeah.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
I think why maybe can I explain first why is it you think there is tier S? Is it because of the way the deck works or what?
It's just
The way
so
the deck
simple.
is so easy to pilot. It's easy
Yes.
to master. It's easy to understand the flowchart against like the Clefairy decks. Maybe Alakazam is hard, but
Yeah.
other than
No,
that,
actually, there are two.
Oh, sorry,
you
Alakazam,
can play
if you play-
3 rock.
yeah, you
Rocky
can play
energy.
3 Rocky
And that's
Rocky
GG
energy. Yes,
actually.
yeah, actually, it's actually you can win with
I
it. Yeah.
think maybe to justify tier S a bit, because for me I'll put tier A. To justify tier S is consistent. 4 Fighting Gong, 4 Pokepad.
Correct.
Yes.
It's a consistent deck.
Luna cycle,
So
and then
that's one of the arguments for it.
Yeah, because at the beginning we mentioned that the consistency, right? So
Correct.
because tier S right here, I believe also from you, if you let's say you go second, you can start attacking.
Yes,
right.
correct.
The moment if your opponent break, you just take all the
Yeah,
points.
basically Lucario can go second round because right now everybody want to go first. Lucario can take the first prize, bro, using Zoroark
Zoroark,
and
yeah.
Power
Yeah,
Pro.
the-
Yeah,
the
you
Power
kill
Pro,
anything in front. Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the next deck, alright, which is our Team Rocket Mewtwo. Where shall you place this?
I think before we touch on the rocket decks, right?
Oops.
Let's go into decks that utilize Zoroark and Lunatons.
Ah, okay.
Really?
Where is it?
So,
over here.
There are two
go.
decks in the list that utilize that. It will be Cyrillich and the Stupid Bear. So we put Cyrillich as the bear what? The Okidogi decks.
No, Okidogi.
He said don't play this.
No, I'm just placing randomly.
Okay, Cyrillich, right? Cyrillich, I think it's tier B lah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Big-
You weave.
big
you're
numbers, but in the deck, in a format where so little draw are there, and then you probably give your opponent like 3 mulligans, it really does happen lah. And no nest ball.
And the issue one more is
no
the
squad.
I think the unfair time as well. The squad number 1.
Yes.
Second is the unfair time. Usually, let's say, probably after turn 3, you can probably get 200 number and you KO it one thing, and people unfair time you and put like 300
Yep.
HP like
Maybe
gonna
weave,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
High chance gonna weave because it's an unfair time. Yeah.
It's an early rush bust and get all you need or you're gone.
Unless you
Basically.
turn 2 got like 15 energies in the discard pile, then you win lah.
Yeah, no, but no, yeah.
I think based on your playtest, was
It's
that
hard,
easy?
yeah. It's not that
Next
easy.
deck that utilize Zoroark,
I think I don't like the deck.
Does Gachon use Zoroark?
No, not
I don't think so,
No,
Gachon.
like Okidogi.
Oh,
Okidogi.
sorry,
Okidogi,
my
right.
bad. Okay, Okidogi.
Okidogi. I think I don't like it.
Okidogi is still C or B lah.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
I think it's like
Tier C, yeah.
high tier C,
High tier C lah. I got,
high
yeah.
tier C, low tier B.
But it stopped it on latest Champions League.
Oh.
But latest got new card. Cannot talk about that.
What's the new card? There's
The
no
red
new
card,
card.
the
okay.
red card.
Yeah, there's no red card in the list.
Oh,
don't
basically,
have.
it
They don't
doesn't
play,
use
yeah.
any of the
Oh, really?
pro cards.
Yeah.
Probably because it's less prominent into red cards lah.
No.
Definitely not. Okay.
It's a fun deck to play.
Rogue deck, rogue deck.
Europe deck,
You
yeah.
whiff
Fun
the
deck,
darkness,
yes.
you probably die. You whiff
Yes.
the prism, you probably die.
Yep.
Yeah.
You whiff, you still die.
Yeah.
So I think the deck is not good.
It's just cool.
I think
Some people do
Alakazam
170.
is the deck, right?
You lose-
Because
Yeah, you do 170, not like one shot take everything.
Yeah,
like,
the good thing about single price decks is that you trade 1 for 2, not 2 for 2.
No,
Yes.
but the benefit of this deck is when you punish people when play Pheasant or Meow. Because the deck play 4 boss. Oh, I see
Okay.
Meow, I boss.
Yeah,
right,
I see
right.
Pheasant, I boss. Yeah, but if you good player like you versus Okidogi, you must not playing
But
Pheasant.
yeah,
and,
correct,
The
yeah.
deck is good against both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
three.
Go
yup.
Kangaskhan.
No, 4 energy to kill
Yeah, you have to.
one poison.
You need to 4 energy to kill one Okidogi.
I experienced that firsthand
Yeah.
long time ago in my Great Ball League, and I don't want to experience it anymore.
Plus, it's not Sada nowadays. It's like, bro,
crispy.
you run out of resources so fast. Yeah.
Last fighting deck.
Last fighting deck,
Don't play this.
Gachom.
Don't play
got
this.
Cynthia.
I think still.
one
I think TC
Cynthia-
lah. TC.
Okay,
It's
the-
playable. It's playable.
The only upside of this deck is because they play the
Tool. Cynthia tool.
the Cynthia tool,
Yeah.
400 HP. So if you're not facing grass decks, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
But the other one that is because they play the new fighting energy.
Correct.
Don't know what they call Rocky.
Rocky energy.
yeah, Rocky
It's like a miss.
Yeah, it's missed energy.
Yeah.
So against
But it's fighting,
Alakazam, it's
Yeah,
not
only
miss.
for fighting.
But
ones,
to
yeah.
be honest, we are talking in the case of UBL here, right? And Master Ball, right? I mean,
all
you
the
are
grass
going to
decks
a
around.
field of
All these
I
grass.
mean,
Yeah.
we need to give a proper advice.
Why don't you just play Lucario?
Yeah. Lucario.
Instead of
Yeah,
this.
Lucario
Gachom.
just
Now you play Gachom because 400 HP. That's it.
Okay, we reach
It's stage 2.
Yeah. But
Yeah, exactly.
also it's bad. I think it's bad because the attack you discard 2 energy.
yeah,
if
Lucario
yeah.
just keeps the energy
Okay,
to
bro.
himself.
Okay, very simple.
Yeah.
If you bought your Gachon Messiahs and you have no Mega Lucario, okay,
Okay, fine. Yeah.
play lah. Okay, you happy.
Other than that, I don't
Other
think
than that,
don't play
right?
this.
Other than that, just play a stage
Yeah,
1
okay lah.
Mega attacker.
Honestly, don't play this.
Stage 1 Mega attacker that
Yeah.
can beat people.
I mean,
Yes.
you hear the panelists right here. They,
Yeah.
they are trying to copium to say it's tier C, but it's actually
It's
don't
not.
play this.
It's not. Don't play this.
All right. Okay, now let's go to the
Rocket deck.
Team Rocket Mewtwo.
I think TB lah, bro. This one. It's mid two, mediocre
I
deck.
think there's a better Team Rocket deck.
Yeah.
So I think this will be in tier B.
I think both rocket decks are tier B.
TB.
But it has grass, it has psychic, it has
Yes.
its own engine.
Well, it's a good deck to
Put
go
tier
against
B
Lucario
first.
lah.
Okay. Anyhow, put tier B first.
The reason I think TB is first. It seems consistent, but it's not that consistent.
Yeah.
I will tell you why you say that. It's
Yeah.
hard to find energy card actually.
Yeah.
When the time you need the energy card,
Not there.
you will
You
get
will
luck.
be- yeah.
And the worst thing about this deck, right, you can't really play like Pheasant.
Yeah, you can play
You
Pheasant.
you rely on after your supporter
Ariana.
Yeah.
what you have at your hand.
Yeah, if you leave your Arena Grande, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, you have a lot of tools though. You
Correct.
have things.
I
Everything
understand.
in your deck can attack.
Correct, bro. It seems like consistent,
Nah.
but it's not that consistent. Yeah.
Like, does it build both consistently? That's pretty stuff.
Okay, let's see here. This one can beat this easily. Okay, this one can also beat this easily.
No, the problem
What is
is
this and this? They cannot see your mouse. Too small.
Oh, okay.
So it can beat Lucario
It can beat
based on
Lucario.
all the bashing I got.
no. The question it can beat
Dragapult.
most of the thing.
Yeah.
It's just like can you hit the energy?
Can
That's
you
the question.
do it consistently?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
correct.
Alright.
The problem is to get the rocket energy. I think that's the issue lah. The first issue.
I
Yeah.
think grass decks, this deck cannot survive.
Imagine price to Rocket.
Mewtwo can't beat grass decks, especially Megasaur.
Mm.
I don't see your
No way.
little Spidops doing
Anything.
400 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's true.
Megasaur is
Mm.
bad
You
matchup.
mentioned both Team Rocket decks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
both team rocket decks set up problems.
They need to find the energy. I think
Yeah.
to find the energy is the hardest one.
Finding the
Yeah.
energy lah.
Unfast them.
I think the
Yeah.
Hunchcrow is better than the Mewtwo.
The one better because Hanshu can one shot anything.
one attachment.
Yeah, one
One
attachment.
Attachment.
I think the problem because to get the energy and also
The number of supporters.
weak to stem. I think.
Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
technically more damage than
The Mewtwo. Yeah.
One attachment is key. Mewtwo
Yeah.
needs to
But
commit
face
to
off
energy.
Henschko and Mewtwo.
Mewtwo won.
menang though.
Yeah, Mewtwo won. Yeah.
Why?
Because
Mewtwo
One
Archer,
that it wasn't
Mewtwo consistent.
Archer and the speed off is
Archer.
there.
Yeah.
Because Mewtwo can spam Archer while Hanshu cannot. Yeah.
Understand.
Okay, now we move on to, I would say right here, we have a plethora of unique decks.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
We have 2 decks for the first one decks.
But I want to put this one up here.
Oh,
Hey.
Castle Munkidori, tier S, guys.
I
think this one
really?
is it's easily tier S.
It's tier S, but
It's easily tier S.
if people prefer for it, usually tier B.
What?
If people prepare for it, it's tier B.
Yes,
tier
right,
B.
yes.
Okay.
I agree, it's tier S, but if people like, I know you can play what, I'm gonna put 1 or 2 cards. Then
Yeah,
it's,
correct. But the thing is,
Yeah.
for walls itself, right? Even if your opponent plays counter, you still can play one.
Yes.
It's
You
not
are-
auto lose.
But actually, like you yourself, okay, you are famous for playing this kind of deck. decks?
No, the one that's famous in Malaysia right now for walls is Kevin Tay.
Okay.
Okay.
But thinking about them in their perspective, when they play this deck, they bring this deck into a tournament. They already think 1001 things that can counter their deck.
Correct.
Yes, correct. And probably is the 1001 things don't show up in the tournament.
Yeah.
So if let's just say UBL coming up, right, and I think this video should be up before UBL.
Yeah, before UBL.
And if anything, 512 players in Cheetah Mall, right? You probably worst come to worst, you need one of the bad matchups. The deck dies itself to itself also. The deck is prone to die to itself. Although you play 4 Poké Gear, 4, everything 4, you still are prone to losing to yourself. But once you just ascension the Crustle, 90% or 95% of the decks can't beat you or they can't touch you. Alakazam, right? You have 3 miss energy.
Yes.
You just put 3 miss energy. Okay, even if they hit the enhanced hammer and kill one of the Pokemon, you hit the 0-6, they lose.
Don't forget that deck got Articuno.
Got Articuno,
You
and then got 0-6. Don't need to play, legit.
I look at this deck. No.
But going to lose to other 1+ deck. Festival League.
No, Festival League, you beat, you got Venusaur.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
So the deck has a lot of things going for it, but except for the very, very bad decks, or the decks like Syahmi said, prepare for it.
Prepare for it lah.
So I think like right now, if you're looking at the list, there is no deck that can beat Crustle right now. Honestly speaking.
Let's go.
Unless every deck take too low party lah for some reason. I don't know lah.
I think there might be one deck, probably the one that we haven't discussed yet.
Which is
Starmie.
No, Starmie.
I feel with the Nebula.
The Nebula, the second attack.
The second attack just goes through anything.
Yes, but it depends. Okay, so for Starmie, it depends. Depends. Heavily depends. I would put Crustle, by the way, it's like tier 1 of tier 1. Like it's like S tier,
I think
super S
it's
tier.
be tier 1, number 1 lah.
No. S tier, it's like for me,
It's tier S number 1.
Tier S number 1 or lowest I will go is like bottom of tier S. Yes, correct.
Yes,
For
I
me,
think bottom
Basically,
of
it's
tier S lah.
tier S, but it's
I think bottom of tier S lah.
I think
so right now we discuss the counters of Crustle. There are two. There is one auto lose matchup. I think it's auto lose lah. Number one not so auto lose is Starmie. Starmie has Nebula. It does 210 damage. And then they play Ignition lah. So you can basically one shot Crustle and don't give a shit about it.
Correct.
And at the same time, you can always spread 50 to the back.
Yep.
You play your own Munkidori also, while they play their own Munkidori.
Munkidori,
So it's like a Munkidori war. At the same time, you are technically more consistent as Starmie. Plus, you run Frostas.
yes.
So Starmie is a good counter into Kevin Tay.
Second?
And second is, I think Kevin Tay mid is auto lose. By the way, Kevin Tay is a very, very prominent war player.
Yes.
Just saying, if you guys don't know him, okay, that I'm not saying it as like sarcastic, he's actually a very good war player.
Legit.
So the other, when I say Kevin Tay, I mean war lah, Crustle. So the other deck, unfortunately, you auto lose to is Slowking.
And also the bird, bro, we forgot about the bird.
Unscroll.
Unscroll.
Oh yeah. Unscroll loses,
Actually,
just die.
then Team Rocket Mewtwo also, right? Speed
No.
Dogs.
Not really, because
No.
Ogopon
Can
just shuts down the entire
Shut down
deck.
your deck.
They have to play Mimikyu, and when they put Mimikyu, you already have so many monkeys.
Monkey. So when you hitting 140, you copy the attack, they just transfer to 60.
Just transfer 60 and it dies. And
I
you
already
transfer 40.
envision the cornerstone with the hero cape. I don't want to play lah.
correct.
Cornerstone will have hero cape. by
Yes,
the way,
correct. Yeah,
against that
definitely.
matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the other decks already. Okay, you mentioned Slowking, right?
Yeah,
Okay, where do we play Slowking? I think it's here lah.
No.
I personally think it's tier B.
Yeah, it's still B.
Yes, tier B. If you get everything, it's like tier A.
Yes.
But if you don't get everything, it's tier B. If you don't even get anything, it's like don't play this deck.
You gotta understand really well about the deck. You gotta know it in and out actually. Basically.
And I think the Shaymin just countered the deck anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
One Shaymin just.
But I thought you found a way, brother.
Yes.
We play Drifloon. Also.
Driblim all the Spectria lah. But then people just
They have no choice lah.
Yeah.
That is why Shaymin is actually a counter to Slowking lah.
But then people just stretch it and take the Shaymin back lah. I mean,
Yes, correct.
So those are like the one price decks that
I think these guys are being too modest right here. You know, this guy has a Slowking abuser and a Slowking abuser, right?
Yeah, but then
I think that's the reason why you think it's a tier.
they're having fun with
Having
Slowking.
fun.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you versus Shaymin deck, you just no Shaymin in the first
Hope
return.
they price.
Okay,
no,
now what about Starmie, the Ultraman deck? Starmie
it's
and
tier-
Frost.
Ultraman, I think is still
I think.
solid.
What do you think from
Solid.
this?
I think tier A.
Tier A,
Tier
yeah.
A.
Because we were testing against a few decks. Yeah.
Because I think the weakness is if the thing that cannot one shot your Starmie, right? I think you just steamroll them from that.
The weakness,
Yeah.
that's the key thing.
Correct.
The weakness.
You
are
see our
not a
battles, right?
common
If
weakness.
I cannot one shot you, you're just gonna win the game.
Correct, correct, understand. But the thing is, the deck is very prone to unfair.
Of course.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this deck suffer the same problem as Grimmsnarl. Later on we'll talk about Grimmsnarl. So these two is like similar to Grimmsnarl. Like Grimmsnarl and right now we pull up Grimmsnarl also. Grimmsnarl and Starmie actually are very, very similar decks. Where they play around Frostlass, they do a lot of spread damage, they put a lot of residue damage. But with Starmie, right, you can go as aggro. There are very aggro lists out there, they play like 3 or 4 Salvators. They just go for it. And then they play Risky Ruin, Surfing Beach, those kind of things. They just go for it, right? That kind of Starmie, the playstyle is very, very aggro, and I think it's like a top of tier B. Okay? But the slower version, where you just go Starmie, and whack, or then with like Mega Frostlass as your attacker as well, I think it's a solid bottom tier A. The only reason why it's bottom of tier A, right, it does lose to some of the matchups. Like single price decks are very tough.
Yes,
although in theory, single price decks should be easy. Because they cannot, you just clear them too fast.
I think it's basically 50-50. It depends if they can set up their Shaymin fast, or set up their bot fast. I think it depends.
In context of UDL, I think it's a good deck to play.
It's a good deck to play.
It is.
I think can be a tier A though.
The deck is like, I think we call it like suddenly you just win. Suddenly, like of course it's lose to.
You can put peer pressure.
Yeah, it just basically just too aggro. Like it's put pressure by turn 2 or turn 1. Yeah.
Alright.
What about
Nebula?
No, unlike Starmie, that you can just evolve the next
Stage,
phase and start working.
Yeah.
You need at least 1-2 turns unless
Oh,
you're
you're
good enough to
talking
get
about
Grimmsnarl. Yes,
yeah.
correct. So if you get Voodoo Lock, Starmie still performs,
Alright.
right? And your opponent, the whole point of voodooing you is to take some time to set up, right? But if you can still aggro through it, your opponent will be struggling more.
The benefit also you got the Frostlass. So versus all these Mega Kangas sometimes
Mega
they just
Frostlass.
forget about it and like you have turn 1 8 card in your hand. They
7
just
cards, 8 cards,
Salvatore and just Mega Frostlass to
Probably.
kill. Yeah.
We should name the deck as a Voodoo Frostlass featuring Starmie, featuring Grimmsnarl. If you think of it that way of play, it is a correct way of play. I
Yes,
feel.
correct.
You beat most, if not a lot, of the decks up in the tiers right now.
No,
Especially those ability decks. Slotbox is like very, very easy.
Yes.
I think Slotbox is one of the easiest to play against as Starmie. Grimmsnarl 50-50 because you are weak to grass.
Yes, correct.
But other than that, overall it's a good. Those two decks are good.
I think
do we
it's
put
right,
them
yeah.
at tier A then?
No, Grimmsnarl no.
Grimmsnarl is tier B
They
for
rely
me.
on catcher.
Yeah.
Grimmsnarl relies on catcher.
Even though just the Champions League top 4, right?
Yeah.
I think he beat. Yeah, I mean he lost to the Castle deck lah. I mean the top 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
Okay, now moving on
is it
to...
less or I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Let's
so,
move on to Juplin and
Festival Lead,
Tier C.
Tier C.
Easy. Don't need to explain much about the deck. Weak numbers.
It doesn't do a lot of damage.
No,
It does.
It can
do.
No, can't even trade favorably into one price decks.
Yeah.
Like if they set up Alakazam, right, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I think look over here, right? The tier S.
Yeah, that
The
deck.
tier A.
That deck just.
Okay, like you may beat bold lah.
Yeah.
But Absol is like die. Lucario is 50-50. Probably die as well. Yeah.
Dragapur almost auto loss.
Dragapult almost auto loss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of this die word in there.
Maybe this one.
No lah, yeah. I mean,
I mean, we're talking in the context of bringing to a UBL,
I
right?
think tier C lah, bro. Because I think because the thing is, there's a. If you remember last time we got UBL Chitamon both day.
Okidogi is better.
Really?
Okidogi is better than Festival.
If you remember last time we have a UBL at Chitamon, bro. Both days
Festival
Festival
made it
Elite
good,
top
yeah.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
made it
both
top card,
days
yes, correct,
Festival
correct.
Elite won Zekrom. Yeah.
Different because the older cards are so broken. All the old cards are so broken.
I mean the old card got Iono bro. Lagi
Okay.
got auto counter to the deck. I mean right now no Iono.
Now let's talk about the next, I would say, unique deck, which is Greninja Dusknoir. Where do you rate this? Where do you place this?
I think it's correct.
Jesse is the best.
Yeah, okay.
But there is no Pidgeot anymore.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I think it's
You can still play it.
You can still play, but I think it's lack consistency. Yeah. I already see in the online. Yeah.
Very
Another Dusknoir deck?
Oh, this one is one of the decks that I really wanted to play.
Yeah, I think this one tier B. Yeah.
TB.
I think it's only lost to the Megasaur deck on the grass deck. I think other deck it should be fine.
Yeah.
Because you partner with the Jellicent as well. Yeah.
Code should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah.
But the problem of the deck?
The problem of the deck is
It's just like
itself?
damage.
Yeah.
consistency.
I see. Okay, now moving on to the another deck. Okay, Metagross. Steven's Metagross.
Yeah, I think C correct lah. I think
It's a
X-Boot,
very
yeah.
X-Boot is just such a cool name.
Yeah.
X-Boots. It's good.
I mean, it can charge itself.
Correct,
You
yeah.
have the energy acceleration there.
Yeah.
It beats Alakazam if you have
Definitely.
Empoleon.
Right, but
It beat Megasaur as well.
what's
It beat
holding
Frost
it
actually.
actually?
Well, basically, Blaziken is there. Cerulege is there.
Blaziken, no, not really Cerulege. It's setting up X-Boots itself.
Yes.
And
But with Genesect, I think
basically
they
Regimote faster, bro.
Yeah.
Regimote just destroy the deck lah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to
You can't hit 240.
another deck, which is Sharpedo
I
and
don't play
Toxic.
this.
I personally think don't play this.
Don't play this.
Don't play this lah.
It topped the.
It did, but think about it. If
It just
grass
leads to
is going to
grass.
be a thing,
Then
very
you play
three
this.
pricer.
Don't play this.
Plus you need to damage yourself as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep your Sharpedos in the binder, guys. Last but not least, alright, we have a very
Fox
special
Trevenant.
mention right
I
here.
personally
Special
think.
mention means don't. Hey,
Hey, no.
you play, you play.
I think this is tier C, tier B.
Tier C.
Why the sudden mention right here? Even I was shocked.
Okay. It's
Because it's still a good deck.
Okay.
Actually, it's a dark horse when you didn't expect it. Like, okay, technically this deck can beat the wall
Dragapult.
deck as well.
Yeah.
It can beat the Crustle deck because your Trevenant hitting 220, bro.
Oh,
And it also can beat Lucario.
because of
Venus.
psychic type.
Venus.
Okay.
And I think you can trade Preverly versus Regime Bolt as well because
Because you are one
you play
price.
Clefairy as well.
Correct,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
And everything you hit 220, yeah, that's easy number to hit.
Yeah, but the draw sucks.
The problem is the draw sucks.
Yeah, the only con is
Yeah, that's the only con. Yeah, but the thing is, in my opinion, he can beat the 4 tier S. He can beat. He can trade favorably on the top
Yes.
the top 4 deck. That one.
Yeah.
If it's your day, then your day. Like.
Yeah.
You're going to rebuild and you're going to be the tier S only, then
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
it's the
So
best
you guys can already see the tier list we crafted here with no particular order. Okay, so very quickly, okay, to just close off our video today. Today is a very lengthy one. So if you guys made it all the way here, thank you so much. Alright.
Really, really
Clap hand
thank
to you guys.
This is a lot of
Alright.
details
So
actually.
right now we are going to rate it actually in order. Okay, very quickly only. Okay,
Alright.
based off your instinct. Okay, tier S. Is it this ranking?
Then
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the solid ranking.
Yeah.
For me, I like Crustle as number 1 of tier S, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, solid.
Tier A.
Tier A.
I think Arboliva could go. I mean, I
Nah.
think Alakazam will be tier A's top.
Yeah, I think okay lah. I think
Top
this
of
one.
tier A lah.
Yeah, top of tier will be
Yeah.
Alakazam.
Top of tier A is
Like
definitely
that?
Alakazam.
Yeah, top.
Like above,
Like above those
Above,
Dragapult.
yeah, to the Draga, yeah.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
To be
How can
honest, yeah.
Dragapult beat
Yeah, Dragapult without Dusknoir cannot be Alakazam.
I agree.
Yeah.
Zero chance, by the way.
I agree.
Not even close.
Oh, you got this spread? Oh, okay, cool. But I just one shot you again. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next,
think-
what? This
I think
one.
Arbo will be above straight out.
Yes.
Arbo will be above straight out. Clefairy will still be above straight out.
Yeah.
Clefairy.
Yeah, Clefairy. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I think
Lily's Clefairy, yeah.
Then this list
Clefairy.
is so far.
Clefairy box lah, right?
Zoroark should be above Clefairy. Yeah, then I think this is the tier A list.
Alright.
So we are saying Zoroark actually can beat Dragapult, straight Dragapult.
Of course.
There
Yes,
is
of course.
there is no doubt. on that.
Dragapult is so weak into
Zoroark,
Zoroark in general.
yes.
Wow.
Bro, Zoroark can beat in the TS can beat Zoroark Dragapult, but it cannot beat the other 3.
Okay.
It's hard, yeah.
Alright. Our tier is done.
Yeah, okay.
Tier B now. Let's go tier B.
Venusaur is correct.
Yeah.
Kangaskhan, Absol probably low of tier B. Like we're talking about very low.
Let's place it there.
Yes,
Okay.
Correct.
I think second place probably Honchkrow, bro.
Yeah, second place from
Yeah.
Honchkrow, yeah. Honchkrow
Okay.
is really good.
It's good. It's
Then
good.
the Pterodactyl then I think
Hey, if got Honchkrow, must have Mewtwo.
No, Mewtwo is below the Pterodactyl.
Mewtwo is different, bro. It's so mid.
On top of Kangaskhan
Yeah.
On top of Kangaskhan.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere like that lah. Then Cerulege is better than Kangaskhan.
Alright.
Cerulege is better than Kangaskhan.
Slowking is there, yeah. Marnie,
Marnie
yeah,
Grimm.
correct.
Okay, and then
I think this is okay though.
Yancy Bomb.
Yeah,
I think this is just right.
Right.
Tier B is
Okay.
right.
Tier
yeah.
C.
Festival Lead and Okidogi is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
put Steven's Metagross on top of Greninja. Oh, by the way, Greninja is decent in best of 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's in best of 3, maybe I will say it's a solid tier B.
Yep.
But
Okay.
it's in best of 1.
I mean,
For UBL
if,
right
if,
now, yeah.
if new set come out, Greninja is good lah.
Ninja
Probably
Smash.
right now, I don't think so lah.
There's the red card and everything, right?
No, the
and
red card
Greninja.
and the new Greninja,
And
yeah,
the
the Mega
Greninja.
Greninja. I think that one is really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in our don't play this.
Please stay there lah.
Please
stay there.
Maybe for the SIR Sharpedo, pula the.
It was a
Cynthia-
higher hit
Cynthia
for SIR
Then
Sharpedo.
we put in
If
tier
if
C
you
lah.
have the SIR
And
Cynthia,
you really love Cynthia, tier C lah.
No. If you have SIR Cynthia, go grade it. Please.
No, maybe they will prove us wrong lah. The Cynthia player and the Sharpedo player.
Please.
This is a motivation for them.
They will make top 8, bro. They will win Zekrom this
and then they will
this
see
UBL.
all of us and laugh at us.
That's correct.
That means good. Yeah.
Laugh at us. That means you are watching our video.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now this is I would say the final part. Okay, which is a surprise to everybody here.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember this right here. This section is our tier list already. Okay. Now I will give the honor, all right, for all of us to put what we think is a don't play this one deck lah from this tier. Okay. To be honest, okay, it's an advice to the audience or you.
Drawbacks.
Okay.
Okay, you
Don't
don't play this. Don't play this.
Like-
Out of all this.
Like if you really want to do right, just don't play Terabox. Like Terabox may be good at the same time. It's just Scorpion.
I
After, like, a lot of
personally, I'm gonna say Slowking. Because I was testing it, and the moment if you don't know how to play it well, you're gonna just mess it up everything.
Alright.
You're gonna be really trained for the deck. Actually.
Remember, guys, this one is our personal opinion right
Yes.
here. Okay, we are just putting what we're not gonna play.
Mhm.
You, brother?
I think don't play Crustle lah, bro.
Save us.
Why? It's because you
So
don't
because
fight
we
it.
don't want to fight it. That's why.
Yeah.
This one he don't want to play because you don't advise not to play
Yeah,
because
don't play all lah, bro. Let people having
Oh.
fun. Yeah.
I like Walls.
Yeah.
So
I know you're gonna play it, bro.
I need to advise people who are playing Walls. Right? You might face DGLs.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Crustle as a deck, right, it doesn't attack very high damage. It only does 120. It relies on Munkidoris, and in general, the deck you may break. If you don't know what to wall, you may struggle. An opponent may think, and sometimes the opponent just be a total huge dirtbag, and he just
Wanna go with
Yeah.
stall and DGL with
Yes,
you.
correct.
So be very mindful in terms of DGL. Double game loss in our best of 1 format. Other than that, I think Crustle is very strong. Then again, you want to dodge your 1000.
Yeah. It's really strong, but just don't play it, bro.
this out.
Simple advice:
Don't play it, bro.
Ascension doable, not the IR doable.
Yeah.
For me, alright, to finish off the video, alright, to advise to my friend, don't play Mega AK and Gun. Okay, you gotta look. I tell you, everybody gonna play the game right now. Okay, a lot of new players coming in. They're gonna build Mega Lucario. Alright, and then you have all the Tier Mass Ogapons deck. Don't
You
lah.
start one Mega Kangaskhan
Versus
game
Lucario,
over
yeah.
right there.
No, and then
That's game over right there.
you have your Mega AK, Brick to Grass, please. Okay,
Mega
so
AK.
okay.
Absol with the grass, Mega
yeah.
Kangaskhan with the fighting.
Yes.
It's like
It's
you cannot blast off by both sides lah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, so for everyone who is watching all the way here, thank you so much for your support. All right.
And one thing I want to shout out, thank you so much guys for the 150 subscribers out there. We have finally reached the milestone. Okay, I would like to announce the giveaway
Winner.
the giveaway winner,
Yeah.
okay, in a shot lah. I'll do a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, if you somehow still see this video and I somehow still haven't do the giveaway yet, you can go and check out the giveaway video lah. I'll also be doing maybe a hosting of some tournaments.
Oh,
let's
The
go.
special lah. The special is
Wow.
as a thank you to people who are watching.
This one maybe?
Hey!
This one maybe? I don't know.
This one maybe?
I don't know.
Slowly.
Alright.
Okay, we will figure things out lah.
What's the entry fee?
We figure out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Entry fee probably like 5 to 10 ringgit lah.
Wow. Guys.
Easy.
Okay, so please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
This video is a little bit long.
Yeah.
Okay. Longer than our usual 30 minutes. We suddenly become Southern Islands.
Shout out to
It's a very insightful video this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
We are now the Northern Islands.
Northern Island.
Northern land. We're not island. We are land.
Southern land.
Thank you so much again for watching so far on our 13 episodes.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy the tier list.
Yes.
Please, if you have anything at all, please let us know in the comments.
Yes.
If you want to hate on me or to hate on any one of us, any feedback, just do it in the comments. I love bad engagement.
Actually, you can put inside the comment also like what not to play.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Your suggestions,
Exactly.
yes,
Yeah.
correct.
We try to build a community here, like,
Yeah.
hopefully, like,
Alright.
community.
And everyone, that's about it. Bye bye.